All right, so a little change in plans. First hike we're gonna do is Egypt Meadow hike, or Egypt Meadow Lake. We'll have to see, but we'll check it out.
The dreams and the streams, I find my peace. I'm not lost, I'm exploring, feeling alive with the wind in my hair and the sun in my eyes. I'm not lost, I'm exploring.
All right, so it's Egypt Meadow Lake, and it's actually I think it's in the Delaware State Forest, which just outlines Promised Land State Park. I think there's 13,000 acres of Delaware State Forest land outside of the 3,000 acres of Promised Land State Park. So the area is very large. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but these trails are not well marked here. So it looks like a turn, but I'm not sure where we're turning. Okay, I retract my previous statement. So there's a turn for another trail, the Brown Trail. I'm guessing that's probably a snowmobile trail. So we're gonna continue straight on the Bruce Lake Trail. Well, so far it looks like this trail is just a old logging road. So we'll continue to walk this path and see what the lake looks like, I guess. It's just a relatively short path, but so far it's been pretty easy. A little bit up a hill. Nothing too terrible. So again, pretty easy so far. Feels like an old logging road. So I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there's a little trailer right here. So let's go see where it goes. Ooh. Ooh, definitely muddy already. swamp. Okay, so that's definitely a game trail. It runs right into a swamp. So we'll get out of here. Like an old beaver dam. I don't know if it's still active or not. Don't see anything around here. Pretty cool. Trail splits off right here. Another trail, Panther Swamp. That must be what we've been walking by. Information. Walking along here, we've crossed multiple other paths, and we're looking for the Egypt Meadow Lake. That's the trail we're supposed to be on. It is also the Bruce Lake Trail. I've seen multiple signs for Bruce Lake. I've seen multiple crosses over for other trails, most recently Panther Swamp Trail, and I haven't seen another one for Egypt Meadow Lake. So yeah, but it's a beautiful area to explore. I just wish there was some more exciting things to show you guys, I guess, but nature's its own excitement. So thanks for coming along with me. Let's keep going. I finally found something of interest. Some boulders back there covered in a beautiful moss. Pretty cool looking. Hope you guys can see that. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but there's a double blue blaze. So we're turning somewhere up here. So if you're walking through here, probably won't see anything. But right there, I almost missed it. All right, so we're actually on a trail. This is what I consider a trail. That other thing was a road. But this is definitely a beautiful trail. Lots of rocks to climb over. I can see the lake right here. Just a peek. It's a beauty, guys. Look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but way off in the distance there, there's some guys in all orange. I am not. Probably not my smartest choices, but it's worth it. It's a beauty. I don't know if this is a loop or if there's something else to look at. We'll follow this back a little bit further. See where it takes us. That view is beautiful. This is awesome. This is what I hike back for. Just gotta remind myself of that when I'm walking back up that boring long road. Okay, I see. This is switching off to a different trail. Alright, so the trail is switching off to a different trail. So we are going to head back. But I want to get down and get a close look. This lake is a beauty. And I definitely want to share it with you guys because it doesn't seem like a whole lot of people come back here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Was it worth it? So as you guys can see, we found Egypt Meadow Lake. It's definitely a beauty. The road walk in was kind of boring, but definitely worth it to get back here. It's definitely a beauty. Pretty short trail, very easy walk. Just gotta watch for the turn because it is kind of hard to see. You'll walk right by it if you're not paying attention. What a beautiful lake. All right, let's see what's next. Another viewpoint here. Looks like someone else was down here. There's some footprints. Very, very pretty area. Alright guys, so that's Egypt Meadow Lake. The trail, I think it says 1.4 miles. Very easy trail, very beautiful area. If you don't want to do that little wooden trail or that tighter trail that I hiked up on where we hit the yellow blazes, if you walk up maybe about another 50 yards, you can get into this little access point right here, and it's just as beautiful. But I highly recommend checking out that little trail. It's really nice. It's a beautiful view. You almost see the whole lake. trail is probably amazing in the winter. Seems like it's a nice, easy walk. Probably better yet in the fall. But most of Pennsylvania is beautiful in the fall. So, I think I said something about this trail being boring. It's not that it's boring, I'm just not a big fan of road walks. And that's kind of what this is. It's an old logging road or an old woods road. Probably built by the CCC when they were up here logging. Or building this park out. I'm going to go into more of that history in future videos. I'll probably base it here at Promised Land because there is so much history here still standing to this day from the Civilian Conservation Corps. So this is a pretty good place to start that video, I think, or that video series. So I wasn't ready to give up on these Merrills yet. I think they still got a few more hikes in them. So what I did is I changed out the soles, and these are probably the most comfortable pair of hiking shoes I've ever owned in my life. But I changed out the soles to memory soles, and I'm kind of regretting it. My knees bugging me, my feet are sore, and this is only about, maybe I'm 2.5 miles in, 3-mile hike out and back, and my feet are sore already. I mean, it could be the rocks, but no, not a fan. Bridge. This bridge is so cool. It's just a tiny little thing, but it does its job. It's probably been here for a while, but this looks like a new, like a rebuild. And it covers over that little beaver dam back there. Sorry, helps you pass over the creek from that little beaver dam right there. All right, so I'm just about back to the car now. Some afterthoughts about this trail. It's a pretty trail. It's a beautiful road. I mean, it's just probably the time of year I'm here. And I'm not really a fan of road walks. I think I've said that 50 times now. But it takes you to a beautiful lake. The only thing is in the summertime, you pass by quite a few swamps. There's actually one behind me right here now. On the way to the lake, to Egypt Meadow Lake, and it's gonna be buggy, so that's something to consider when you're walking back here. This trail also goes to Bruce Lake. Maybe I'll come up and do that trail another day. I want to get in a few others before I have to leave tomorrow, so trying to stick to some of the short hikes. This is a really easy one. 1.4 out, so 2.8 out and back. Probably more than that because, you know, YouTubers got to walk by the camera 5 times. So, off to the next hike. Hope you guys join us on that adventure as well. And I'll let you know where we are when we get there. Almost there. Almost fell on my face. Oh.